Okay, here we go. SportsCaster.com. What's going on, everybody? Justin Rose with you alongside with a couple of Michigan State Spartans, current and former. Kristin Kujawa and Lyric Sloan is here, one of our student broadcasters of the night. Welcome in to Friday Night Football. I can't believe it.
We're
week
here
8.
again. Week 8, Justin.
And they keep inviting us back. But week 8.
Week 8.
This is pretty incredible stuff. So for new people out there just taking us in for the first time here at SportsCaster.com, we go to different high school football games, and we put the microphone in the hands of student broadcasters, aspiring students from both high schools and colleges locally, and even in the greater Detroit region, like Lyric here is a Michigan State current. Welcome to the booth. We should give you a chance to say something.
No, you're totally fine. I'm so excited to be here tonight.
Now, you've been to one game before with us. Is that correct?
Yes, I did the Chippewa and Dakota game.
Okay. How was that experience for you?
It was really cool. I mean, I never thought that I would be in a booth, but being in a booth is so cool, getting to talk to other people, getting the athletes to come post-game. I love this experience. It's amazing.
I mean, and for any aspiring broadcasters out there, SportsCaster.com is going to have a ton of opportunities for you guys to get involved right from the comfort of your home. We're going to have other things that we're working on to give more hands-on experience to you. But go to SportsCaster.com, find out how you can start your own channel, upload your own sports content, and start your discussions getting going. Of course, social media is the wave of the future, as we all know. And speaking of the wave of the future, we might be watching a young man tonight who's the wave of the future in college football. That's by the quarterback of the Belleville Tigers. So why don't we let you, Lyric, kind of gush about Mr. Underwood for a second.
Well, after doing some research, as we all know, Bryce Underwood is the #1 ranked QB in the nation. Everyone's eyes are on him currently in this moment. He actually currently just got an NILD from the University of Michigan, $4 million, but he's verbally committed to LSU. Everyone's eyes are on him right now.
That's exciting.
He's extremely versatile. I mean, we haven't seen something like this in a really long time. He started out originally as a quarterback, and a running back, excuse me, so he can run the ball and he can throw extremely well and accurately. It's insane.
He took this Tigers team to new levels, even as a freshman, as a sophomore. Yep. You don't typically see freshmen and sophomore come in and make the waves that this kind of player has for this Tigers team. They had a 38. And there's only, 9 games in a regular season?
Yeah.
So Belleville was already cranking beforehand.
They were on fire.
But then he comes in, and they go 38 games in a row with wins until they were upset in the state championship game by Southfield A&T. So they're kind of calling this season a revenge tour. And Kristin, they're off to a pretty good start at 7-0.
That's insane.
I would say so. And I would say this is the revenge tour. They're going to take it all the way.
It's hard.
They are.
It's hard to argue because, there are so many talented Division I players on this Belleville team. Dearborn Fordson, they're 5-2. They're 1 win away from being playoff eligible. Yeah. And how nice would it be for them to be able to come in to Belleville on senior night and upset the #1 player, not just the #1 quarterback, guys, the #1 ranked player in the country. Michigan hasn't had the #1 player in the country since I don't even remember. I don't even know if they've ever done it, to be quite honestly.
Yeah.
So I've seen this kid play a couple of times. He could do it all. The tools are there. He's just physically gifted, tall, strong, fast, great arm, and a knowledge of the game. And that's the big part when you can put all of those things together. So with that, what are some of the things that you guys are looking for, not only from him, but Belleville as a whole to continue their undefeated streak?
Well, I mean, Belleville has not just Bryce Underwood, but we have a Miami of Ohio, his wide receiver and cornerback. His name is Adrian A.D. Walker Jr. He's committed to Miami of Ohio. And I was watching the replays of some of their games, and, I mean, that's just your guy. I mean, Bryce is always looking for him in the end zone. I mean, this guy can run it. This guy can catch it pretty well. I'm really excited to see him play tonight as well.
And as far as who else is on this team, and they've got a cornerback that's going to the University of Pittsburgh.
Oh, yeah.
And so, obviously, they know what they're doing down there in Pittsburgh in the ACC, trying to get some more. He's a transfer. I have to look him up very quickly here on my little note sheet here. Dotson, that is Elijah Dotson. He's a transfer from U of D Jesuit. And now he's here playing with Bryce Underwood and company.
About that?
So you've got, those are just 3. And let's not mistake it here. Belleville has more kids in the pipeline that are going to be playing secondary level college football, whether that be D1, whether that be D2, or even D3. So this team is absolutely stacked. A very, very hard thing for the Tractors to stop.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I like
Did you know
what you
that
did
the
there.
Fordson tractors.
Fordson tractors. Yes, they are.
Do you happen to know a notable alumni who's recently been in the news from
I do.
Dearborn Fordson?
Would you like to say who it is?
Sure.
Do you know?
Yes, I
Who
do.
is it?
Who is it? Tell
It's
us.
Robert Sala, who
Yeah.
unfortunately was just fired from the New York Jets, but it's a pretty cool alumni to have. I mean, I know you were saying you want him as our defensive back coach on the Lions.
I mean, bring him over to Detroit, and maybe he could take over for
take him.
Aaron Glenn when he
We'll
potentially
take him.
moves on to a head coach. I think he'll get another job as another head coach. I think, personally, feelings aside, Aaron Rodgers had some things to do with that, but it is what it is. But Robert Sala, yeah, he was one of those guys, played for Dearborn Fordson back in the day. Now he still keeps in touch a lot with the university, with the high school and the program stuff there. So he's got some time. Maybe we'll see him in the stands tonight checking out the #1 recruit in the nation. But
I don't know. That Fordson stand is looking not very packed over there. you guys.
I don't know if it's a busy night.
I don't know. Traffic coming into
Traffic
Belleville.
coming in from
I don't
Dearborn
know.
over here to Belleville,
I don't
but
know. I'm
we've
nervous.
got a lot of action planned for you guys tonight. So, one of our favorite segments. It's one of my favorite segments. Kristin does a great job. She scours
thank
the
you.
archives and the history books
Oh, the archives.
of these schools.
Yes.
And she finds out some things that you just don't know.
Yeah.
Yes.
And as someone who doesn't know a lot,
I'll tell you.
tell me some things I don't know about these programs, would you please?
Okay, well, I'd love to. So we're in the beautiful town of Belleville, which I have never been to before, but as I was driving in, I was pleasantly surprised. It's very cute, very quaint. Can you hear the train?
I can hear the train
Oh my gosh.
right
So-
here next to the stadium.
Perfect
That's
right
pretty
here
cool.
next to the stadium. One of the special things about Belleville is that it is the city of the National Strawberry Festival.
No way.
Well, it is. And also, it is home of the Belleville 3, who originated techno. And as we know, techno is huge in the city of Detroit, started in the mid-'80s. In the Belleville 3, we're from Belleville.
I did not know
How
that.
about that? That's kind of fun,
Yes,
right?
that's a very cool stat.
And here's a fun one, and actually, I think Lyric looked him up. Their mascot, the Tyrone the Tiger, actually has his own Instagram page. And
Does
yeah.
he really?
quite the following.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, how many followers is
Like
he?
860.
For
It's-
a mascot.
That's
for
what
a
I'm
mascot.
saying. For
We're
high
gonna have to
school.
track
It's
the
crazy.
mascot down here tonight.
I'm hoping he
know.
makes an appearance
well,
tonight.
he might be leading the Tigers out of the den. Is that how it works?
Yeah,
Do Tigers
maybe.
have dens?
Sure. We'll say for tonight.
Okay.
We'll say for tonight. Now, Fordson, on the other hand,
Tractors.
The Tractors,
Yes.
yes. And I bet everyone wants to know out of Dearborn, why are they the Tractors? Well, because at the time when Henry Ford funded the school, he was producing the tractor called the Fordson. And like a beautiful marriage, hence the school was named Fordson.
I have been to Fordson High School, and in
Yes.
the corner of not in the end zone, but out to the
Yeah.
side, they have
The tractor.
The
tractor.
How about that?
So
insane.
it's almost like some teams have like cannons that go
Yeah.
off. I don't think this is true, but I would love if they just rev
Rev
the
the engine?
Just
That would
turned
be
it
amazing.
on.
That
Turn
would-
on the tractors.
That would be amazing. And they have a really lovely tradition. Their helmets are all yellow, and the way that they signify varsity, JV, and freshman teams is they put blue electrical tape for every year that you've participated. So if you're a freshman, you have no blue stripe, and as you go up through the program, you add a blue stripe on your
How
helmet.
about that?
So
I
that's
see
kinda-
that now on the
yeah,
back
do
of
you
the
see
helmets
that?
there.
Right, yeah.
That's
that was
good.
their original tradition, was putting blue electrical tape to signify your year, which is kind of, I like that.
I do like that.
Yeah.
I do like. I just want to point out something that I saw here. We have Mason Baydoun. He's a senior at
Fordson?
Fordson, and he was just having some words with some of the Belleville players,
Already?
talking some smack
Oh.
as we get started for game time here, just a couple minutes away from our broadcast ending. We're going to be heading up to the booth for Chris Renwick's call. If you're interested in listening to this game, you can do so, WJR, or you can keep it right here at SportsCaster.com, because we're going to have some student broadcasters up in the booth tonight, and some familiar names if you've been watching some of our games this year. We have Cody Stedman. He
He's
is a
back in the booth.
student from Saline High School. This kid is one of those kids you just love to see. Give him an opportunity. how can I come back and do it again? How can I
here
come
he
back and
is.
do more? And here he is again. Lyric, you're the same boat as that. How can I do more, get more involved? Because this type of opportunity does not come around every single time. But here at SportsCaster.com, we want to give as many kids the opportunity as they can to get into the booth. Joining them in the booth is our Taryn Fritching. Now, she's typically our sideline reporter.
Yeah.
And
Not
so she's
tonight.
up in the booth. We had to have, hey, sometimes people call out, get sick, can't make it. Taryn said, all right.
I'm in.
I don't know if she necessarily said that, but we said that. And so she's up in the booth tonight. So for those two to be alongside Chris Renwick, this game is going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think as we get close to winding it down and sending it up to the booth, what are you guys looking for? What's the things you guys are looking for from this, for either team tonight?
I mean, I think I'm excited for. I'm obviously excited to watch Bryce, but I'm not going to poo-poo Fordson. I think they're going to bring it. They're going to go big, and I'm excited. I think it's going to be a really good matchup. I'm not going to rule them out.
Okay, I mean, you're one win away from being playoff eligible.
This
and
is what I'm saying.
That's a big deal for these, and they only have one more week left.
Yeah.
So if it's not now, then it's the winner go home type scenario, and you just don't want to put that on your kids' plate. So obviously, tough task ahead trying to beat this Belleville team, but number 2 is talking some smack.
Yep, they're
trying to get it going.
Oh,
and,
I love it.
And we'll see. What about you, Lyric?
I mean, it's Belleville's senior night tonight, so it's obviously really special for everyone that's going to move on and either go to college, D1, or put their football career behind them. I really am excited to bring trying to be respectful, but the national anthem, but I'm really excited. I don't know. I want to see a dynamic. I went to Seaholm, and, I'm not saying our athletics aren't good, but it's something I've never seen like this before, so I'm really excited to see everyone's performance tonight.
It should be a very, very good game. Really looking forward. Hopefully everybody stays happy, safe, and healthy on the field because obviously there's just so much talent on both sides of this team. You want to make sure that it's going to be a great football game. One team already bowl eligible. I already think they're in college.
Oh, look at you.
One team already in the playoffs here. Another team looking for a playoff berth. And why don't you guys come around here real quick?
Come on.
We got some fans in the stands.
Look
come
at
on
how
around
great
here.
these
Come on
guys-
around here.
Yeah.
Future Tigers! Future Tigers! Future Tigers!
Kendrick, you're on
Yeah.
TV right now. What's up?
Wait, are you all Tigers? Yeah? Nice.
What do you guys think's going to happen?
What grades are you in? Come on.
Tigers on the mountain. Bell. It's gonna be 90 to 0.
90 to
90
0.
to 0? Oh my gosh, it's going to be 90 to 0. Who do you want to
100
see?
million to 0.
Wait, who do they want to see tonight? Who do you want to see tonight?
Infinite to 0 board.
Bryce. Are you all here to see Bryce?
Ready?
That's good.
Who's your guys' biggest football aspiration?
Antoine, Bryce, and AD, and Manny. No, my brother's Manny.
Nice.
Same for him.
We got a good crew.
We've got a good crew here.
Good fans.
Hey, can we get a Go
fans.
Tigers on 3? 1, 2, 3.
Go Tigers!
There you go. There you have it. From the #1 fans. All right.
Love it.
You
Okay.
guys, thanks for joining us on set. We appreciate you
Okay,
guys.
good job,
All
you
right.
guys. Good job.
All right, all
Love
the
it.
high fives. All the high fives.
All right.
We love it.
Good
we love
job,
it.
you guys.
We love it. We love
Go.
it.
Go Tigers.
Okay,
Go.
back to the other side of the camera now.
Let's go Tigers. Go.
Part of that is for aspiring broadcasters is they might have tackled the camera unless we had them come on.
Yeah, I know.
So I had to
I know.
avoid any potential tackling of this. So I believe that we are getting set to head it up to the booth. Mr. Chris Renwick standing by with Taryn Fritching and Cody Stedman. Before we do that, though, real quick,
Yeah.
we had $100 billion to nothing. What do you guys think?
100 billion to another. That's the best. How can you top that?
So you got Belleville.
We better see
Yeah,
it
I got
tonight.
Belleville.
What do you got, Lyric? Quick.
I'm rooting for Belleville. It's their senior night. Got to see it.
Got to see Belleville go 8-0. All right, Chris Renwick up in the booth is the first kick of the game.